Hey there, welcome to Living Local. I'm Lindsay Kovach, and today I'm going to talk about how the Swamp Rabbit Trail is getting even better this year. If you followed along, or even if you're new here, it won't take long for you to realize how much I love the Swamp Rabbit Trail. And in today's video, we're going to talk about all the reasons to love it and even more. From trail extensions to new businesses and new neighborhood access, the Swamp Rabbit Trail just keeps getting better and better. For many of my clients, the trail is a key reason why they fall in love with Greenville, and it's definitely worth checking out if you plan to visit the area. If you are in fact considering a move to Greenville, take my quiz in the description below to see which communities might be a good fit for you. I'd love to be a resource to you about all things in the Upstate as you research and relocate to the area. Whether you just started researching Greenville or you've called the Upstate home for years, chances are you've heard of or experienced the Swamp Rabbit Trail. What started as a 22-mile former railroad path connecting downtown Greenville to Travelers Rest has become so much more than just a path. It's become a part of daily life here. One of the city's most popular outdoor amenities, the Swamp Rabbit Trail, is now a 28-mile and growing multi-use paved trail running through Greenville and into Travelers Rest. As an avid runner, I'm on the trail daily, and the trail is perfect for biking, walking, or running with plenty of spots to stop for snacks, coffee, or cold beverages along the way. It's a great example of how Greenville has done a great job in linking urban life with the beauty of nature. So first up, let's talk about the different ways that the trail is not only getting better, but it's getting bigger. The city of Greenville recently announced the addition of the Orange Line to the Swamp Rabbit Trail. This extension will be in 2 phases. The first phase will create a 1-mile path from the Swamp Rabbit Cafe to Buncombe Road and extend an extra 1.5 miles to Worley Road in the North Main area. Phase 2 will link Wade Hampton to Church Street on the edge of the Harris Teeter. This is a very exciting transformation, especially for those living or interested in living in North Main or Overbrook areas. The entire process will include significant community input, followed by 12 months of engineering. The city is hopeful to begin construction in late 2026. The Sanchi Connector is another exciting extension of the trail that is going to be made possible by a $20 million federal grant. This extension will be 2.2 miles in total and will connect Poinsett Highway to the Swamp Rabbit Trail near the intersection of West Blue Ridge Drive and Old Buncombe Road, north of downtown Greenville. The grant will not only help build the extension, but also include trail resurfacings, multiple bridged rail crossings, and e-bike charging stations. While some of these extensions might take a little while to implement, we're definitely seeing a lot of current and ongoing business growth along the trail. The trail already has a lot of great spots to stop along the way. For instance, my family loves Tandem Creperie and Swamp Rabbit Brewery in Travelers Rest, as well as Southern Side in Greenville. But this year and next, we're going to continue to see even more businesses pop up along the trail. With over 500,000 visits recorded to the trail each year, it's no surprise that businesses are choosing to pop up shop along the paved pathway, with many citing up to an 85% in revenue boost based on the location alone. Let's dive into some of those new businesses. First up, the Commons located in Unity Park has just finished up a huge Phase 2 renovation. If you're not familiar with the Commons, it's a food hall style spot with a variety of different food vendors, as well as an indoor and outdoor seating along the trail. Paseo Tapas and Wine Bar, which serves Spanish Mediterranean cuisine. La Rue at the Commons, which sells La Rue's famous fine chocolate, as well as ice cream and ice cream sandwiches. Golden Brown and Delicious has an entirely new menu. Popular Greenville juicery Kuka Juice, and Indigo Kitchen, which sells Indian street cuisine, and Moo Hogg's Craft Barbecue. The Commons is often my go-to spot when we are in Greenville, since there are options for the entire family, and it's also a great place to go with out-of-town visitors that might have a variety of taste palettes. Greenville's popular mixed-use development space, Hampton Station, is also getting a makeover. Hampton Station was recently acquired by Abacus Capital out of Charlotte, and the group is already making plans to bring in new vendors and reactivate the space as a vibrant family and pet-friendly destination. Most recently announced, 13 Stripes Brewery will take over the former Birds Fly South space, and the Green Courtyard will be completely redone to encourage kids and adults to play and enjoy being outside. Abacus Capital plans to add new furniture, landscaping, more trees for shade, and quality food to the space, as well as the potential for a racket sports area. I can't wait to see what's in store for a place I already love to begin with. While not directly on the trail, but definitely adjacent, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention the County Square development planned for downtown Greenville. This project is happening on the old site of the Greenville County Square offices, which were completely demolished and rebuilt. Now the fun part begins, building out the rest of the development. This massive $1.1 billion project will include offices, retail shops, apartments, a hotel, and restaurants. Personally, I'm most excited about the Pottery Barn and Whole Foods coming to the space. Right now, the only Whole Foods is about 25 minutes from downtown and on Woodruff Road, which has a lot of commercial spaces and tons of traffic. More than 20 other businesses have already signed on to open here, so there will be tons of new dining and shopping options in downtown Greenville. If you're interested in learning more about this development, be sure to check out our recent video, What's Coming to Greenville in 2025, linked above. Another development along the trail we're excited about is the recently announced Bolden Street District, which will be a 90-acre community hub along Lawrence Road. Bolden Street District has plans to feature a variety of restaurants and retail offerings. The development will also have housing opportunities and has plans to break ground in early 2026. Finally, and perhaps my favorite of the list of developments planned for the trail and Travelers Rest, is the addition of the new Tipsy Taco and a dog bar. So while the popular taco spot Tipsy Taco recently closed its location on Augusta Road, my family is particularly excited because they announced they are actually opening a location in our hometown of Travelers Rest. Tipsy Taco is taking over the space formerly occupied by a barbecue joint just next to Topsoil Restaurant and in front of the TR Methodist Church parking lot, which is a popular parking spot in downtown TR. They've already extensively renovated the backyard patio space that backs right up to the Swamp Rabbit Trail and Travelers Rest. If you're walking or biking on the Swamp Rabbit Trail, this is going to be a great stop to get a spicy margarita or chips and salsa and tacos. And for dog lovers, less than a tenth of a mile away from that new Tipsy Taco in TR, we have a new dog bar coming. This will be located just next to the Sidewall Pizza in Travelers Rest. There are very few details online about this space, but they are currently fencing in the backyard that backs right up to the Swamp Rabbit Trail. And again, that's on the other side of the TR Methodist parking lot. The dog bar, name still unknown, is occupying the space in the old Trailside Traders building, which has sat vacant for years. We actually recently welcomed a chocolate lab puppy into our family, Bogey, and we'll definitely be taking him along with us to this new spot so he can run around with some new pals and we can enjoy some cold beverages outside. So we've talked a little bit about upcoming trail extensions as well as tons of new restaurants and businesses along the trail. But what if you're someone who is interested in living along the trail? Well, you're in luck. For starters, the new Orange Line extension we mentioned is going to provide even better access into two of my favorite neighborhoods, North Main and Overbrook. If you're a subscriber, you've heard me talk a lot about the North Main neighborhood, and for good reason. It's one of the most popular downtown neighborhoods in Greenville. This neighborhood features a variety of home types, from brick ranches to craftsman-style homes, to more modern units and tons of tree-lined sidewalks and winding roads for afternoon walks or jogs. The neighborhood also features a lot of different pocket parks, like McPherson Park, Croft Park, and North Main Rotary Park. Is zoned for some of the best schools in our district, and for many who live in this neighborhood, you can walk to my favorite coffee shop, Otherlands, or grab a beer at Community Tap after a long day. If this sounds like the vibe for you, I would definitely recommend checking out my video all about this neighborhood, linked above, especially since it's only going to get even better when the trail goes right through it. The other neighborhood that will benefit from the Orange Line extension is the Overbrook neighborhood. This is an up-and-coming neighborhood that has quick access to I-385. The community primarily features craftsman-style bungalows that are smaller in size, but still pack a punch with luxury updates. One of the coolest features of Overbrook is that it has its own retail area, with restaurants like Mr. Crisp for fantastic seafood, Vintage Coffee Cafe for yummy breakfasts and lattes, as well as a Pilates studio, donut shop, and Claire's Creamery, our favorite ice cream in all the Upstate. Beyond these two already established communities, there are two new construction communities planned for along the trail that I wanted to mention as well. For those of you that are interested in living in Travelers Rest area and want amazing access to the trail, White Hawk Meadows and Refuge Developments are definitely worth checking out. White Hawk Meadows is a planned extension of a community located near the Travelers Rest YMCA. If you're familiar with the area or you look on a map, this community is being built behind the YMCA and Travelers Rest High School. The path to the trail will connect beside the high school on the Swamp Rabbit Trail. White Hawk Ridge has smaller home sites, but floor plans range from 1,500 to 3,000 square feet with the option of 2 to 5 bedroom layouts. This community will also feature amenities many want for in South Carolina, summer and fall, like a pool and clubhouse for gatherings. It's definitely one to check out, especially if you want great trail access, modern updates, but have a little bit of a smaller budget. Another new construction planned for along the trail is called the Refuge, which is a new residential development that will consist of 43 single-family homes, all with 3 to 4 bedroom floor plans. There isn't much listed online right now, but homes are expected to start at about $700,000 with a modern style, and it's right across the street from the Swamp Rabbit Trail. If you're considering a move, you can also subscribe to our channel or sign up to be on our newsletter. As soon as we have more information on this development and others, we will definitely be sharing. And if you still don't feel like any of these areas fit the bill for you, but you're definitely interested in living along or near the trail, be sure to check out my video linked above about the top neighborhoods along the Swamp Rabbit Trail. This is one of my favorite ones to talk about. Thanks so much for watching today as we talked about all the exciting things ahead for the Swamp Rabbit Trail. It's no secret that this trail adds so much value to living in Greenville, and I'm so excited for all the updates planned to make it even bigger and better than ever. If you have questions about any of the areas we mentioned today along the trail or want to find out more about real estate in Greenville, please be sure to reach out using my contact information below. I'd love to be a guide for you in all the ways to live local and live better in Greenville, South Carolina. We'll see you in our next video.